Okay, here we are. Let's see what we can do to improve this design. Well, I see one thing right here. The tricoupler. I think we got a good possibility there. That looks cleaner already. Okay. And we have struts and radial decouplers, a couple of different kinds of them, in fact. Alright. Okay. That should hold that together. Okay, now get my favorite flavor of radial decouplers on here. We'll go over here. Oh, we don't have those big boosters yet. Oh, that's all right. That's okay. Matter of fact, if we do it right. And then take this, copy it, drop it down here, nice and low. Take this and lower it down. All right. Okay. Let's take these, move them down to the lower stage. These sets of radial decouplers, we'll split them into two stages. So one will fire and boost, and then when it's done, we'll get rid of it. And then this will fire, and when it's done, we'll get rid of it. And while these are firing, the central engines can be throttled down. We'll let the solid boosters do some more of the work. Now, this up here, we don't have fuel lines yet, so this has to change. Alright. Move this down here. This is just going to, by necessity, have to become longer. And since these things, the fuel from them isn't going to be useful, we'll just get rid of them. We'll think of something else. Well, we've got these guys. Yeah, there you go. I built something with those, and they weigh 0.125. Yeah. Let's just copy that. Get in a little closer here. make sort of a impromptu set of landing supports out of these cubic octagonals like that. So should landing be possible, it will land on those with the engine actually suspended a little bit. Alright, now some mystery goo. Put 4 of those on there. I'm not going to have extra command pods for power. Well, wait a minute. We could. Like so. And like so. They will be empty. They're specifically to provide power. I think we might just have something here. Move this up. Get some winglets on here. Not ideal. Perhaps better. All right. I think we have something here. It's kind of odd looking, but what the heck? Yeah, alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. The second set cannot fire at the same time as the first one. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Take that, drag it up here. When we lose the first one, the second set will fire. That's better. As a matter of fact, move them up a stage, and that way I can determine manually when they need to fire. The SV Mark II. That's not even Saturn V-ish anymore, really. I'm going with a 3-way symmetry on the clustering this time. Well, let's head to the launch pad. Let's get our crew assignment. Make sure there's only one. Okay. Let's head to the launch pad and see what... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there. Well, let's center them. There, that's better. Save that. All right. Save this, and we'll head to the launch pad and try this one on for size. Okay, here we are. A really unlikely looking bird. But it might just work. We're going to find out. If nothing else, we'll learn a little bit of science about why it failed. Alright, throttle it up all the way to start with. I'll throttle back after we get going. And let's see what we get. Uh-oh. We had something explode. One of the first stage engines blew. and it ignited the booster above it. And I can throttle off, but I can't throttle off those. Okay, Jeb, get ready to go. We're going to stage everything. All right, well, that was a learning experience. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to head back and rethink the design on this thing. All right. Well, if nothing else, we'll EVA, take an EVA report and a surface sample. And we'll get a little bit of science out of this anyway. Okay, there's already a crew report in there. All right, Jeb, EVA. Let go. Oh, wait a minute. Get out there. Now, take a surface sample. Do an EVA report. Get back on the ship. All right. And now recover. Okay, here we are. We got 13.5 science from all of that fail. That went away awfully quick. Let's see if we can unlock something here. 25 science. Landing struts, radial parachute, LV909 for 15 science. Up here for 20 science. The big boosters and a bigger engine and separatrons. You know what? I'm going to go with this pack right here, because that will let up new possibilities. Oh, look at here. Batteries. Yeah. Still no power generation like solar panels, but I bet you they're down here somewhere after batteries. Okay, I'm back. I just had KSP crash on me, and it happened right after I clicked on this part instead of mousing over it. So don't click on these things. Mouse over them? Sure. Don't click on them. All right, the science lab. That will be handy to have. And so on. So, and I think, yeah, there's all that aerodynamic stuff. This is more construction parts and bigger construction parts. More fuel stuff, the fuel lines. I really want to get those fuel lines unlocked, so we need 90 science to do it. Alright, let's head out of here and get over to the VAB and revise this ship again. Alright, here we are. And you know, I just thought I'd address one thing. I have seen, now first of all, I am a reasonably experienced KSP player. I've been playing since, well, I started in 0.13, and within a couple of weeks of starting with the demo of 0.13.3, I ended up buying the game, and the official version at that time was 0.16, and I've been playing since then. I'm not exactly inexperienced, but I've seen these videos where people get in here and they get in, you know, people like Scott Manley, Harv of Hawk Gaming, and I think there's been some others do it as well. They get in here and they've got most of the tech tree unlocked in 3 missions. That's cool, they can do that, but it's not exactly what I'd call realistic. I mean, come on, really now. Oh, wait a minute. There's where the problem was. That's what the problem was right there. This one fired at launch because it should have been up here to not fire until necessary. That's why this engine exploded. This one had been burning into it, and of course it overheated. Alright, okay, that much is good. However, we have landing legs. The good part of it is we can get rid of this craptacular mess here. The bad part is we'll be getting rid of all these capsules and the power they contain. That's actually a hard thing to decide. You know what? As goofy as this thing looks, I'm going to keep it. Let's see. I do need to address the staging, though. I don't want these to separate when this engine lights. Or actually when that down there lights. No, 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 no. Let's make another stage here. Move those decouplers up there. Consolidate that. Get these capsules. Bring them up here on the top where they're out of the way. Bring this down here. That's a much more logical staging arrangement. Now I did see while this was on the launch pad, it had a really bad lean to one side. So let's see about shoring that up a bit with some struts. Except that was wrong. Let's get our four-way symmetry and angle snap. That should help hold it a little bit. Probably not a heck of a lot, but I think it will help some. Alright. Let's head to the launch pad and try this version. Alright, here we are. SAS on. Let's get the stability going right off the get-go. Alright, let's throttle this thing up. We'll lift off, we'll back the throttle off down to 2/3 until the solids finish up. And let's go. Okay, the solids are burning clean. Only 3 of them are burning at a time. Can we please tip in the correct direction? Of course, these engines don't gimbal. Well, it looks like we're going polar. First set of boosters gone, second set firing. That may not have been a good idea. The rate we're tipping over. We're definitely headed south. Trying very hard to hold this thing in some kind of acceptable fashion, and it's not happening. All right, Obviously, we need to rethink this design. Something fierce. But at least we survived. And I am not sending Jebediah, I can't swim and get back into the capsule without being coaxed for 5 minutes, Kerman back out on there. I'm just going to recover the flight. And the main science we learned from this mission is that this top-heavy SOB is not going to cut it. We'll go ahead and get a crew report. And send it. Since we have enough power to make one transmission. Alright, I'm going to stop here for a little while and take a little bit of time and rethink this whole design thing, and we'll be back in the vehicle assembly building. Well, let's head for some let's go ahead and recover and see if we get any more tech unlocked. Alright, total of 11 science done. Let's hop in here. We have 11 science, and that's not going to unlock anything. Alright, I'm going to take some time, rethink this design, come up with something better, and we'll be back after a while.